Hello and welcome back, wonderful YouTube people. You're back with Scoptimus here over on the channel, watching some more Suikoden 3 playthrough. If you've been making it through all the videos so far, know that I'm super happy you're coming along for the ride with everything. And make sure if you can, drop likes, follows, comments on stuff. Trust me, I see it all. I see it all. Okay, but without any further ado, let's get started up. We are continuing on with Hugo, Chapter 3. And here we go. Last we left off, we were exploring a little bit of the world with these fellers here. Um, and we need to continue on to Chissa Village. That is our ultimate goal with Hugo here. We also have, a lot of Garbo and stuff here, eh? Yeah. Um, oh, while we're here, there's actually an appraisal shop. So let's get actual things appraised. We were over right beside it, so let's actually do it, forehead. Are you the appraiser? No, you're supply shop. But let's still see what you got. Just that haziness rune. Hmm. If there was I don't know, maybe some accuracy raising gear we could throw on Halleck, that would be great. But I think as of right now, we really don't have anything. This statue is a hex doll. This figurine is a plant face. Well, can maybe make use of them over at the castle. I want to check out with Fubar. I think it goes he's a little bit more naturally attuned to some wind stuff. If he is, we'll look at that. If not, mayhaps some other stuff. Actually, if anything, he's better attuned to fire magic out of anything. But I don't know. He definitely kind of does more damage when he's out there just cacaing on or queen. Necklord. Crucial Battle by Marlo Cody. I think I might read it. That's a reference to Suikoden 1, I do believe, eh? Yeah. Um, yeah, I think that other rune slot for um, Fubar is better for him. Well, they're selling some new stuff. Skunk medicine. It's interesting that Goss is unusable by Halleck, but I think it's because he has. It's not two-handed. It's dual wielding axis stuff. Um, his counter. Hmm. For right now, yeah, let's put that on Fubar. It'll just then go that he'll have higher chance of just doing that crazy amount of damage on stuff. Cause what is it? He has some damage stuff. It's not like he has heavy damage skills, but it's still ultimately worth a shot. Maybe let's while we're here raise up Mua's sort of magic, which it basically goes, yeah, it's average. Sure, why not? I think his other physical skills, anyways, are like the rest of them that are available are also average. So why not give him a little bit of an extra leg up with some other damage there? Okay. What do we want to do, fam? Actually, I want to check out Trade Shop, see if there's anything there that we can just have dirt cheap, have on the dudes, so that if we go on some trading missions again, we can get some goodies. I mean, if we wander all the way back to Caleria, yeah, maybe that's for the better. Yeah, of course, the price of that has dropped significantly because I stocked them here. Blue sheep here and Salisbury Great Hollow. Hollyberries. So pass. Maybe we'll do a quick White Hollow run through the Great Highway here. Just like as a final thing for like the dudes to crank out, and then we'll make our way to Chisha. Okay, we healed up enough. Yep, we're fine. Sergeant Joe still has access to most of his water rune stuff, so I'm happy with that. Still trying to think if there's any final people we can really recruit with Hugo. I don't think so. Like, he doesn't have grips or anything. Oh, see, now even these guys are let goable. Huh. Those guys are, like, extra particularly squishy for some reason. I don't know. Maybe just Hugo just claps too many cheeks. Ooh, these guys were big tuffins. That was a ×3. No, he's just going to do that against Mua. There it is. Use this ice cream on Halleck. Doesn't really do enough. Earth resist status protect. Ooh, that's really good. He could use a better helmet though. Maybe we want to put, I don't know. Maybe like power gloves on him. Because it would raise up his defense and also give him some more attack. Yes. Hugo and Fu are coming up with that follow up. Nope. Where'd my chat window go? There it is. Okay, we're fine. We're happy. We can't actually open up that door yet, so don't even worry about it. I wonder if, like, I mean, there's probably not speedruns of this game, just because, like, so many story trigger stuff. But, like, if you're able to maybe find a way back behind that door, it probably skips a huge chunk of the game in a way. Easy peasy. So I'm realizing in chat right now, I can't type with beans. Okay. We're just gonna make just the Great Hollow Pit stuff here. Um, um, oh, actually, one thing we can do, we can talk to Anne, and we can put somebody in the support slot. Because, yeah, we don't have any other people there, but name and him. See, this is great with Guillaume. Finds a little bit of like extra stuff. Yeah, like it's just like it's a little bit more rewards at the end of battle, but then he also gets that appraisal on for you. So when you get, all this sort of stuff here, it's pretty. Hey, we have some power gloves on us. Maybe we throw them on this dude here. Yeah, because yeah, his defense kind of it's not what it should be at. Because Mua is 134, but then Alex is 66. Honestly, formation wise, we should swap the two of them. Halleck needs all the protect he can get. Okay, let's hit up. I think we probably already checked here before last time. Another counter orb. Maybe we get that for Halleck. Anything in here we need to sell? And anything here? No. Wonder if we should get that for in the future. Because that's something worth dual equipping on the future lizard dudes. It just are unique items that only they can equip, and when they can equip them, they then just wreck shop. Like just absolutely destroy things. Okay. Rarity, Thunderbolt Leather. Whoa, True Byaku Chainmail. I think this is like the ultimate defensive item. But we would have to spend a lot of moolah. So yeah, because exactly, because like with ducks, they can have both the gold beak and silver beak, and it gives them just crazy powerful additions to stuff. Hmm. Thunderbolt leather is really tasty looking, especially also. I might just leave him with that for just the hot moment. And yeah, maybe we give Hugo this upgrade. Let's do it. Yeah, we're still left with some pretty change. Also, let's see and make sure these weapons are good. Yep, cool. We'll hit up the trade shop and then head back to Duck Arena Village. and then head on our way to Chisha, too. Ugh. Want to make money? Oop, what are the rumors? Got any wine to sell on Corker stores now? Cool, got that. And anything for on the way back. If we had a crystal ball, but. Fur is comparable. Guessing musk is maybe only between, maybe like Chissa and Labook. Hollyberries. Maybe sell better in Duck Village. I mean, it's kind of low. We'll be making more potch and random encounters, more so on the way back. Okay. This was an alright trip. Let's now go to some more plot. And it been here. Also, are we getting game audio at all? I'm not registering it on OBS. How about now? What the hell? Still nothing, eh? I swear to heck and heck. Okay, I might do this super quick. Relaunch. And here, let me just check over on this side. It doesn't sound like it. Sweet! Okay. Let's work on fixing this. I'm sorry, YouTube. Okay. Sorry, YouTube. You should have audio now for game music. I know that I usually like to have some in there, but let's keep going. Yeah, I haven't really ever had that problem before, but OBS is a new adventure every day. Hell. Okay. I thought something was off there for a while, so apologize, people, but yes, we got game audio back now. You know, not that like it isn't stuff that we haven't already heard like a gajillion times, but it's nice to have. Do do do. Yes, PS3. I think I need to like crack that bad boy open and give him like a really good spray and hose down. But I kind of need to do that with like a bunch of my systems. I've already done that with my PS2, but my PS2 needs a lot more work done to it. Actually, if I'm gonna ever stream Suikoden 5 on here, I definitely need to kind of really polish off my PS2, or just get an emulator running on here. Because sometimes it's either something with like the disc tray not locking properly in place, or something to do with the reading disc, or with the reading laser. Okay, let's rest and save. And there we go. Please come again. I will. I have a lot of salt. Ancient text. But those go for best in Vina del Zexi, and we're not going there right now. We're going the other way. Instead of going southwest, we're going northeast. Up to Caput Forest. Place we haven't been in yet. How about that? Oh, and we're already coming across a boss encounter of sorts. Oh, these are like all new dudes. Let's see how we stack up. Okay. Okay. Deadly poison. I don't like the sound of that. Okay, this dude's firing his laser on Mua. Okay. Don't be dead. Okay, he's fine. Yeah, you attack. I want you to drop a heal on these boys. You guys... Yeah, clean up the littler ones, please. Nice. Okay. Double K. Now he is doing his bubbles. Giant enemy crab, use bubbles! And it just did a damage. Okay. Come on, Howard. And, okay, now it's more bubbles on everybody. Nope, just, oh, yeah. And, I keep thinking it's going to do a status effect thing on them. Oh, nice. Double nice, Sergeant! Okay. That's a lightning amulet. You throw it on Mua? Yeah, let's swap out those boots for that. Healing time. It definitely seems that, like, yeah, putting Mua in front is a little bit better. Enemies more actively target him then. Okay, we got a dead end here. Ooh, it's a nice little bush. Mid blossom, I'll take it. Mega Medicine Bee, very nice. And we'll equip it to Pro Tag. Equip there. And you guys have some crazy good stuff already, so let's maybe make sure that Fubar has enough. Yeah, now it's just little baby enemies that are going to be of no consequence. Unless they decide to, like, frickin' poison us again. Unless Sergeant Joe just annihilates them instead as well. That is also an acceptable outcome. But yeah, this is definitely a nice leisurely stroll through, like, you know, a forest that isn't, you know, the Zexen Forest. And isn't long as hell as Clarion Mountain Path. Nice. Hello? Hi? Oh, dude, I totally forgot! Landis just kind of is like, yo, what's up, bros? Oh my god, this is awesome. Hi, Landis! Yo, check it out. A member of the Wing Horde who enjoys frightening humans and whose stunts suggest he may even be on good terms with the Grim Reaper himself. Yeah. Oh, he comes in with the Pale Moon Cask and the Blood Armor. So if you remember, we got some Blood Armor when we were last time on Ghetto. It gives you all these extra bonuses to all this stuff, but it does 15 damage a turn. Has a Dark Hot Pass. Status change. Yeah, he has a couple other things. Anything we can better equip on him? No, that's all good. Also, let's check out his skills. Freeze, Thief, Damage, Repel. Sweet. So those are definitely some good ones. Thief, oh, he definitely excels at, so that is good to see. Yeah, we'll see what his other stuff clocks in. Okay, wow, that is like the surprise get of the stream. Yeah, I think it goes like the only qualifying thing for him is to like he pops up in a random encounter, and then he's just part of your party then, you know? Okay, I think this way first. Oh, those are two big Dargon boys. Not quite. They're gonna throw up some fire. Yeah, it's a little, it's just a little bit. And he's gonna puke up too on Mua. Yes. Who is just, you know, tickled. Yep, that's done. Yep, he's done. Oh, hey, fire orbs. They don't get those too often. Well, things are getting really hazy on screen here. I think. Because we can't go that way. Yeah, we're about back here. Moist, interesting. And we're gonna take this path again. And yep, another dead end with a dead dude. Yo, what up, dead dude? You got some herb seeds on ya. Well, Barts will like those later on. How much is this dark hot pot? Okay, enough. Any real immediate healing we need to do? No, I'm not worried. I think one of the things you do with blood armor is that you try to find maybe one of those heal every turn items. Oh, hey, some needle beetles. They're very needle. But yeah, some of those like auto heal stuff. I forget if it's like a percentage amount or a set amount. Because I mean, hey, if it's percentage amount, eventually you're going to be getting up to levels and HP amounts that will for sure negate that out. We've just, for the most part, have just seen them like on our more so baby characters. Good job. It's just medicine C. Which we are, like, good on, dude. Yeah. Okay, thanks, bye! Okay. And we still have Landis on us, so he is part of the crew now. Alrighty. Look! We're too late. No, there's still time, but hurry. Whoa! Look out! Charge! Ah! I just love how we randomly have Landis now. Also, these guys are gonna be like just punched in the butt. Yeah. Yep. No. Let's discard some of this medicine. So we don't need as much. We're on a roll. Who's next? Down there! Ooh, yeah. Ooh, who's that down there? Get ready, everyone! You two are fine. That's what he has. Hell no. I'd rather leave that one on, because, like, it's just 1 point. But check out all the grapes here! Come on, you Harmonia dicks! Oh, there's more of them here. Let's make sure to nicely spread ourselves out here, eh? Ooh, Sergeant. Alec. dude. Got a little guard off. But 'tis no match. Now I'll take some more. We might have, we might have some other people who will perhaps make better use of it in the future. Who else is thirsty for combat? Don't get too drunk on combat just yet. We can't afford a wrong step. We've almost fought our way into the village. We haven't made it yet. Look over there. And there, at the back of the village. Harmonian soldiers to the front, and flanks of flying pests to the sides and rear. We'll be hemmed in between them. First, take the ones at the sides. And the rear? Our friend Caesar will handle that. Let's go save that village. Whoa! Tribal monstrosity. Permission to land denied. Whack! Let's go, boys. Sorry, Landis. We done did them a Mordor. Yep. Fall back! Now for the others. All we really need is for Halleck to give another yell. I think they'll get the meaning. Okay. Huh? Whoa! That is one way to say it. I know another. I end the plight of my comrade by sword, loyalty, and strength. Hugo, Sergeant? Sergeant, let's go! Charge! Or something like that. Sir, their battle cry continues. Dios! Braggarts! Just because their reinforcements were timely. Sir, shall we regroup and attack in greater numbers? The thought is tempting, but I'd rather go home. Sir? We needn't trouble ourselves. We made our appearance for today. What's this? They're leaving already. They were probably here to measure our battle capability. Why risk casualties just for that? Is that all they wanted? Wah! Wah! That's another way to read that line. Thank you, Halleck. That's fine, thanks. Halleck, that's enough. Yo, anybody got some grape seeds? Okay, just a village. This is our first time here. It's just a quiet little village. Definitely seen plenty of the NPCs before in some of the other places. Oh. Oh, and we're redirected to the middle. Santa. Seems to have all worked out for the best. Yeah, but this isn't the end. They'll be back soon enough. We made it just in time. Your timing was so good, I'd say you must have been waiting in the wings for your big moment. That's more your style, Caesar. You. I've met you somewhere before. That hair, those eyes. It was you. You killed him. Child at the village. Ooh! You took his life. You took my home. Why? What are you doing in Grassland? You don't belong here. This is our village. What do you care what happens to it? Why are you helping us barbarians all of a sudden? Adults have their reasons. You children who see the world in black and white will soon learn enough about shades of gray. Out of my way! Hugo, stop. Why protect him, Sergeant? I know how you feel, but this isn't the way. This isn't the way. Apple has left your party. Hello, Caesar. That woman is leaving the village. Says she's following the advice of some fortune-teller girl in Almakina. So it goes. Sergeant, I still don't understand why you always have to stop me. Hugo, you're the son of the clan chief. One day you'll take her place as leader. I expect no less from you. What if Sexton found out you'd attacked one of their knights? She fought for this village. Who knows why she did it, but without her, today might have gone differently. Don't pick fights with people we need help from. So I should hurry up and get stronger, is that it? No, Hugo, no. That's not it at all. Okay. Oh my god, he's here! That wandering bastard! Hortez, the seventh. Dude, this is Ragnarok. It's almost too quiet around here. Spectators should be swarming everywhere. This is the Chisler village in Grassland. Goodness, are you saying this is not the castle I seek? Not quite. This place is almost as peaceful. Do you know where Ragnarok is? I wish to open a shop there. Go down the mountain, past two plains. Ragnarok is right before the third plain. I see. Thank you kindly. Immediately goes the other way. You idiots. Wait, wait! That way is dangerous. Okay, what do we have here for shops? Here we have our weapon or our armor and item shop. Two separate things. What do you have? Chief's hat and a prosperity hat. Enter adds defense plus 11, find treasure plus 1 from prosperity. Critical stun skill plus 1. What else do we have here? Star Piece feels 5 HP per turn. Okay, so like this is what I was talking about before. Like we throw this on him, it's gonna be getting a fair amount. Oh, they also have leather pumps here. Oh, I see. It's at different amounts here. Only certain people can equip. Interesting. And over here, what you got, m'lady? I don't know why I said that. Wind amulet. Thing rare, a lion god ring. know who can equip that. It's really freaking good though. Yo, what's up, Juan Fu? Oh, my body won't move. Yo, right? What's going on? They've been after me so long, I can't run anymore. After you? There he is. He ate all we had and ran away. How dare you try to pull an eat and run on me? You'll regret this. What's the matter? Did you stuff yourself so much you couldn't get away? Better come up with 3,000 pots right now. I'm sorry, but as you can see, I can't work to pay it off. You think you can cover me? Me? All right, I'll pay. Oh, you're gonna pay for him? Well, as long as someone does. That's kind of chump change for us now, TBH. Thank you. I'm Juan Fu. I'm indebted to you for your kindness. Feel free to use the undefeated Fu style of martial arts. We got a Juan Fu who has a big old phoenix tattoo on his back. A lot of tattoos on your back. It's just one. Huh? My tattoos? Huh? What the? When did you... Your group is gathered at Ragnarok Castle? Well, then I'll guess I'll... Just go, I guess. Cool, dude. You were just kidding, right? Oh, we can actually go through this door. Oh, yeah! It is like kind of underground stuff. Told these barrels contain homemade village wine. I wonder if the barrel contains... Also, hi, Emily. Me? I'm not really doing much. What did you say? You want to challenge me? Okay. You sure? Okay, then. I'm game. Let's get on with it then, shall we? An arm wrestling match. Arm wrestling against you? I won! Wow, that's incredible. I thought only my mother was stronger than me. Guess I've been in my own small world lately. You know, now that I've seen your strength, I have something to ask you. Huh? What's this? Okay, we're just like on a surprise hard recruiting drive. Oh, Ragnarok Castle, huh? Interesting. I'll go. I will. Where is it? Got it. I have to ask my mother first, but I really, really want to go. Your mother's stronger than you? I know she may refuse to let me go, but if she does, I'll run away. I need to be someplace where people are stronger than I am. Ragnarok Castle sounds perfect. I'll get there one way or another. Cool. We got Emily as well. You shouldn't run away from home. Says the guy with no home. Too soon? All sorts of people. Just talking to NPCs, see if people have free stuff for me. Lots of ducks, Koreans. Bartender, give me some of your finest ale. Yeah, thankfully you guys had, like, your village survived an attack, you know? Way back here. I'm like only half paying attention to what people are saying. Unless they're saying things like, here, take this. It's whatever. You're an NPC filling dialogue in the world. Okay. This takes us to the innkeeping side. Also the ladder. Which is just storage. I want to finish going around the other way too. Ooh, because we need to hit up the trade shop as well. Because yeah, this is like the place for like wine and stuff, right? I just can't remember if Hugo has been to any place yet that has one. Trader! Buy. No, they have mayonnaise, which sounds better. Asian herb C, sell best here. Ah, dang it. We have to actively make room in our inventory. You're an appraiser, but we don't really need an appraiser. And we should be on, yes, the other side here. You're overloaded. Discard from bag. That is in C. This is unable to enter. Okay. And you think with like all the grape farms and stuff around here, there would be more things for us to get grape stuff off of. But okay, sell this. Sell this. Yeah, I think that's relatively crappy. Okay. I'm happy with that, so we can go to the trade shop, get some trade gooderies in our way. I think the last thing we have to do is talk to Santa there. Okay. Also, wine sells for more at Ragnarok, so. Grape C. Candles. So better here. Flutes sell. Relative in other places. Wooden amulets. Musk sells best here. Native clothing sells best in Caleria. Okay. We will just leave things at that for now. We have like a good hoard of money. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of extra cash from Caput Forest there. Okay, Santa. Aren't you the Chisa village chief? I am. Then why would you let that woman fight for the village? Why? She wanted to defend us. Is that not reason enough? I don't know. Well, so this. Yep, try doing a leave, I suppose. Yep. Oh. What is this? I thought something was strange. And sure enough, I come to have a look, and here you are. Been a while, hasn't it? I see you haven't changed, Miss Apple. Albert! I'm fine. A little put out by Caesar now and then, but fine. Things never change, do they? Come on, what do you want? I had to do a bit of reconnaissance. By the way, I'm with someone else today who doesn't like to listen to me. There was a woman in the battle with exquisite prowess. I want to test her. Where is she? I don't see her. Maybe the cowardice in grassland was contagious. Wait! You have something to say, little soldier? If you're looking for a fight, I'll take you on. Hugo. It's always a pleasure to show up the ignorant and powerless, but today I've little time for such an insignificant duel. Even if I am the son of Lucia, the crying clan chief? Huh? I couldn't care less about the name, even if I have heard it before. Although I'm always open to new experiences. Hugo, stop and think. He won't go easy on you. He better not. I think this battle's designed to kick my ass. I haven't saved in a while. Make this worth my time. Come on, attack me. Nope. Okay, yeah, that was how unsurprising. A waste of my time. That was a scripted fight if I ever saw one. You know? Good. You're awake. Consider yourself lucky. Your friend in black wasn't prepared to use much discretion. Be grateful Chief Lucia's offspring are born strong. You must curtail your recklessness. You do not think before you act. Sergeant, What is it? I can't forget how Lulu died. I couldn't even defend him. It's driving me crazy. I feel the same way, Hugo. I know what you're going through. The Zexan woman who killed him, she fought for the village. How am I supposed to? How weak I am. Why can't I be like that? I'm. I. Sergeant Jordy, may I? Hmm? Oh, you want to talk in private. If you don't mind, yes. While you were asleep, I talked with Sergeant Jordy. The woman who fought for the village was Lady Chris. I'm eternally grateful to her, as I am to you. Me? Long ago, I knew a boy like you. Rash, wild, always stubborn. Despite his faults, he became known as the Flame Champion. You know this story? Some of it. I've been trying to find him. I don't know where he's hiding. All I can follow are rumors. If you met him, what would you do? Well, I'd like him to protect grassland. I'm tired of our people being taken advantage of. But what would you do, Hugo? Me? What would I do? Chief! Chief Santa! Harmonian soldiers have returned. I'll be there shortly. Hugo, we can talk more later. What would I do? I guess I don't really know. Oh, Actually, I'm gonna head back to the inn and do a very, very quick save. Because we haven't since Stuck Village, and it's been just a little bit since then. And if we've learned anything, it's that, we need to be better at saving. Especially before, like, some big events happen, and we may just accidentally have our asses kicked because I go in way too cocky. So yeah, like, we haven't even saved once since the start of Caput Forest. And, like, we recruited, like, 3-4 people there. Still no action. I know, right, brother? Come on, we need some grape seeds. They're the only things that'll allow us to easily recruit Barts. Barts! Oh, there we go. Hey, Hugo, welcome back. What are you doing? At the moment, worrying. Our reinforcements aren't here yet, but the Harmonian troops are. They look anxious to fight. Chris is gone too. Dios is in command. I met him before in Crystal Valley. He may act like a fair-weather soldier, but he's intent on winning. Worse, they don't think the Flame Champion or Firebringer are still alive. That's trouble. If they thought the Flame Champion were here, they would not dare attack. We told the Grassland Army will be here in half a day. It might be sooner, but there's no way to know. So we don't have much choice. Hugo, my boy, how'd you like to be our Flame Champion? Me? What? That's our only choice. It's up to you and your acting ability. Alright, why me? They say the Flame Champion looked young, probably because of the 27 true runes. Anyway, you're the youngest looking one here. What about you? Me? I don't have a warrior inside me. I don't feel like much of a warrior now either. So if you're ready, then let's get to it. Hold on. We don't have much time. I mean, can I add party and stuff? No? Yes. Yeah, we actually have like a couple people we can get. Let's make sure we have people in our party. Sergeant Joe, naturally. Let's keep on having Mula and Halleck too, because we spent a little bit of time on them. Okay. Keep Guillaume. Dang, all these people are just like loaded for combat. Eyes be your protector. Let's check out what they're about. He doesn't have anything. His skips, adrenaline power. Oh, right. That's one that Twykin had. There's about a heal. And he just kind of has this stuff. Actually, I should be able to equip this on him at no extra cost. Very nice. And let's check out Emily quick, too. Oh, I forgot to check his thing, but I think he is a hand fighter, and she's also one of those. Okay. Oh, she has a haziness on her. Silver, Blessed. Heavy damage, swing, repel. Okay. She is definitely geared up to be like a really good fighter, but she needs a little bit of investment work done in her. does she have on her? Blessed Tunic, which is way better, actually. And that's it. Okay. Let's swap back to Landis. You kind of just initially came in with, like, butt ton of goodies already, and we threw some, like, extra stuff on him. Did we even, actually? Not really. Oh, he has Drain. Right hand room heals 33% HP from critical hits. I didn't look at that before. Dang. Okay, so that's how he more so heals up his HP. What you would want to do then, I guess, high damage hits. Is maybe put on a killer rune on him? I don't know. Although it's not handy that, like, we can't do any real training out here. We'd have to go kind of halfway across the world in order to do that. Let me just have a look around here. Also, is it possible for us to just peace out? Or will plot stop us? Nope. Just leave if we wanted to. Interesting. Anywho, I'm good for us to go like this. Let's do just another quick little save, and then we'll be on our way. Savings free, my friends. Ooh, anything new? Nope. Okay, let's get rid of this. Also this. And also this. I want to keep this on hand. Just in case we come across anything better for stuff. Okay. Sure. Man, I've never known a time to, like, really have sacrificial jizzos equipped. I think outside of, like, keeping Piccolo's default one on him, which I think always ends up being used anyways. Okay, let's go, Caesar. Now you ready? Yeah. Good. You're our only hope. Just like Obi-Wan. We gonna be doing a little war? Sasarai, sir. Let us see how easily the village falls today. Once we're done here, our manhunt is finished for this area. We can return to Crystal Valley. I'd very much like to go home. Dios, what's that? Are you here to surrender already? Very well, but your science won't keep us from entering this village to search for the Firebringer. You needn't bother. No? Why is that? Hugo, if you will. Oh, right. You have found me, Scott the Flame Champion. What sort of petty play is this? As he says, he's the one you failed to stop, the head of the Firebringer, none other than Scott himself. Bah! You think we'll retreat just because we see this kid's face? More than 50 years ago, there was a secret agreement between him and the top powers of Harmonia, an agreement of non-aggression. A secret agreement? My shiny apple, you're sure of this? Most definitely. Why do you think Harmonia hasn't taken any of their endless chances to move troops into Grassland? It's because of the secret agreement. Harmonia often makes such unwritten deals, do you not? If all of a sudden you break the agreement now, and the proof? My exhaustive research. Any complaints? None for me, but they may throw out a few. What do you know of any secret agreements? There was such an agreement, but it is long past being valid, or so I hear. Shall I send for confirmation? No. We see the gravity of what you state, but the continued existence of the agreement needs confirmation. In that case, we reserve to have your forces pulled back while you check. That depends on whether or not this boy can prove his identity. We tried. Can you prove it or not? You see, my evidence will be the carcass of any one of your men. Choose one for battle. Hugo, knock it off. We don't know who they've got over there. I can handle it. It's just a matter of stalling for time, right? Now, interesting. What say you, sir? How about it, Dios? Feel like a fast and easy duel? Unfortunately, the sword I have today is just an ornament. It, doesn't have a blade. Is that so? Anyone else? Is this Flame Champion for real? Don't be fooled. He's long since dead. This is a hoax. But there were those stories about him beating whole legions. So much for volunteers. I shall challenge you alone. But sir, why such concern? You don't think this little brat can beat me, do you? But sir, if he is the real Flame Champion, don't tell me you believe his ruse. Not at all. I mean, maybe we should err on the side of caution, sir. Bring it on, wee Flame Champion. Or should I say, chump Flame Champ. You're not much bigger than me. At least I look over 30. A minimum requirement for claiming to be the Flame Champion. I'll show you what I've learned in my many years. Duel time! Time to see the skills of the champion. I won't hold back. Defend yourself. Let's go for Deathblow then. Oh, we're both doing Deathblow. Not bad. I'll take another shot. Alright. Very well then. Come at me again. You got some talent, but I also got a few tricks. Haha! Got him! Oops, that was getting dangerous. Oopsie! I wouldn't want you to have to carry me home, Dios. That means he is the real Flame Champion? I wonder. He should look many years beyond my age. Sir, Karaya forces have appeared. Their numbers are far beyond standard reinforcements. What? We aren't prepared for this. Sir, retreat is preferable. Agreed. You win this time, little Flame Champion. But before I go, do tell me your name. Hugo, son of Lucia, the Karaya clan chief. Hugo, is it? Remember that, Dios. Indeed. Hugo, you did it. My heart almost left from my throat. Here they come, the Karaya chief with the pick of the litter. That's a fine bit of acting, Hugo. You're a hero of both battlefield and stage. I kept thinking about time. Keep stalling, stalling. From what I watched, you looked scared beyond words. Glad they didn't pick up on that. When I heard from Luce that you'd come to help the village, I was worried. Then I arrived to find you defending the village. I didn't do it on my own. You fought for our village. Your strength, your will, these things you gave us. You should be proud of your actions. Right, well, yes. Why are we talking when we should be celebrating? This is a reason for a festival. Not another festival. These grasslanders. Oh, Caesar. What, you don't like to party? Type 1 in chat if you like to party. Chief Santa, I'd like to finish our talk here. The sergeant sees me without a cup. I could never quite fathom celebration after battle. It seems more like they're trying to forget what happened. After all this, I agree with you. Hugo, do you truly wish to meet the Flame Champion? More than anything. If so, what would you do? Earlier you said you would have him protect grassland. I did, but I want to meet him and learn how to be as strong as he is. I want to protect grassland myself. He can't always do it for us. If he were to hear those words, he would be overcome with joy. Do you know where Scott is? I do. I will tell you. Go and see him for yourself. Then decide. Huh? I will. Thank you. Hugo! Why are you whispering over here? Hi, Sergeant. Sounds like you will have a chance. Sounds like you will have a chance to meet someone very special. Naturally, you'll take me with you, right? Yeah, don't worry. You're free to go, Hugo. The rest of us will stay here to make sure the Harmonian army fully retreats. Do you understand what an accomplishment it would be to bring the great Flame Champion back to help Grassland again? You can count on me. I won't come back alone. Now that that's settled, come join the festivities, or else. Sure, Sergeant. I'm right behind you. Good morning, Hugo. You okay, or did you celebrate a little too much? You hit that wine a little bit too hard there, Sergeant? Okay, will anybody now give me grapes? Yo, look at this spinning chicken, yo! It's doing some sick 180s. I really wish we could find someone who would have some grapes for us. Another grape seed. Oh, here we go. Are you ready? As ready as I'll ever be. Remember to be careful, my son. No. What's wrong? You're going to do that thing to me. I see you are now a man more than a son, but you still must promise to be careful. I promise. Hugo, the sergeant is ready. Who else will you take? I mean, yeah, sure, these people. It's fine. I'm a flame champion. My people then happy. I didn't have to force you to do it. Hugo, I should now tell you the location of the Flame Champion Hideaway. Thank you for believing in me. Alrighty. Be ready? This must be it. What son I was talking about. I think a hero would prefer a less humid place. Is it too wet for you, Sergeant? Okay. I think there's some random encounters in here. Ooh, a couple bony boys. These are the same stupid ones we had to deal with toward the end of Ghetto's last playthrough, but yeah, they're a little bit tougher. Nice. Yeah, just auto it. There we go. Get in there, Sergeant! Nice critical hit, Sergeant! We're fine for now. Okay, left or right? Let's go right. I just want to find dead ends first. Sweet! Dead ends always usually lead to items we need. Ooh, okay. Let's take the fights as we go, I guess. Yeah, with all luck, hopefully, Nice! Very nice. Alright. Well, these dudes are just getting bigger. Are they gonna be like bombs from FF? And just explode after a certain turn count? Ooh, whoa, that was a real dodgy boy. They're getting bigger. I don't like that. Okay, that's good. Good job, Sergeant. Oh, oh, jeez. Yeah, it looks like they're okay. Okay, they're down. That dude was like getting just primed to blow up. Don't really need to use that right now, TBH. Alrighty, at the end of the path is a dead dude. Give me your stuff. Old book. That's fine. I will make use of it. Oh. These guys again, but no bombos this time. good. Nice. You just sniped him with his ass. Should go for her if you can, Hugo. Oh, still somehow went for the Bone Soldier dude. There we go. Oh, because they're leveling up, they're kind of recovering HP in a cheating way. Okay. Oddly enough, now I'm looking after a little bit of our medicine stuff. Just because, like, we're actually now running a little bit lower on it because we have too many other goods on us. But, like, they're good goods, you know? Just a couple bone boys. Nice. Dude. Holy Landis. Gotta go fast there. Use this on... Ah, fine for now. Oh, there's just a natural dead end right there. There's a little something there, though. Oops, not that. There we go. Sergeant! Yep, those guys are getting bigger. Hugo, yeah, you start going after him. Very good. Maybe Halleck can now actually get in for an attack or something. Or just be completely useless still. There's like an invisible wall on the other side there that, like, just can't freaking get to. Well, now he's fine. Okay. Landis needs to heal now. Actually, you have all this magic. You're doing next to nothing with it. Actually, same goes for Hugo. Like, never using any of that, but his is definitely a little bit more individualistic. Actually, I just want to check out here quick, because that might be where we have to go. Nope. Because that has like 2 continuous ways. Okay, let's go check over to the left quick. Maybe with some of the random encounters we might do a couple more let goes. Just so that we can get through here quickly. Ooh. But only when it actually says we can. That's going to be the whole other thing, too. Okay, on the fights where it says we can let go, we let go. But on retreats, yeah, we'll obviously do the fights. Interesting. Hugo, actually, you guys head over there. There we go. I knew that that was all that was needed on that other one. Also, all the dudes in the party here are like cracked. Dang it, this was where we had to go. Look at this. Uh-oh. Wait, Hugo! What happened? It's freaking gone. Ooh. Where am I? All by yourself, Hughie boy. Like, battles aren't too bad. I mean, you're a pretty tough boy on your own. We'll use one of these here. Oh? Chief Santa? What are you doing here? I am the Chissa village chief, but I am also the lifetime companion of Scott. Are you his wife? I have been called that. I was the only one allowed to come here, and the only one allowed to be with him. I wanted you to find the way here on your own. So did he. Now I will take you to him, to Scott, the Flame Champion. Oh yes, please. Santa. This is him, Scott, the one I loved. This means we... Ah, it looks like another person shares your timing. To be continued. Alrighty, we have finished up with Hugo's chapter 3. Back to the Trinity Society. Okay. We had also saw Chris there, so let's actually hop over to her chapter. Oh, which was right there. Oh, and we're at Duck Village now. What now? Are we heading to the Chisel Village? Since I've never gone this way before, I thought we should hire a guide. That's just great. A guide needs a guide, eh? Better safe than sorry. Alrighty, we got Chris and Nash now. Did we have a lot of time to look at Nash? I mean, he needs a lot. He's also equipping a stupid item. I don't know, like these things right here, I've never found them to be particularly useful. She also has like a lot of medicine on her. He's already equipping that. Also, her stuff is okay. It's the same. Is it? Where the hell did I get the Gloves of Destiny from? Somewhere. Also, with her here, we can now also... Oh! Fred, hurry up, Rico! Wait for me, sir. We have to pay for the room. Forget it. Why should I pay when they were so rude? But master, that's dishonest. Oh, hello. Have we met? Now that you mention it. Have we? Oh, that's it. That's it? I've met you somewhere. Oh, you are Lady Chris of the Zexon Knights. Shh, not so loud. Pardon? So that's the story. I apologize. I admit, I was too careless. By the way, why did you come this way? We are seeking clues that will lead us to the Flame Champion. Are you still looking for some sort of evil? I think we are both on the same track. Excuse me? I'm following a rumor too. So what do you say? We traveled together for a while. Strengthen numbers with the same objective. Yes, we might as well. That is aside. Rico, come here. What is it, Master? This is Lady Chris. We will be traveling together, so introduce yourself properly. Right, sir. I am Rico, Master Fred's attendant. Nice to meet you, madam. Glad to make your acquaintance, Rico. Suppose a few more able hands wouldn't hurt. Quite right. Well then, let's get started. Oh, promo recruits. Fred and Rico have joined. Let's do this so that the Maximilian Knights are together. Do. Okay, let's see where they're clocking in at. Fred has a Sword of Thunder, and Rico has a Water, so they are a little bit healing. Skills! Fred already comes with his full complement here, it seems. And Rico has a little bit that he can learn. He has a big Knight Heart sword. As Captain Maximilian Knights, Fred is always bold, but he assumes too much. A member of the Maximilian Knights, she is also Captain Fred Maximilian's attendant. She just has a hammer. Equipment is... Ooh, they could actually maybe benefit from what we have. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. Well then. Okay. Got them. Got Rhett and Wilder. These humans are hard to read. Who knows what's on their minds? You're right, brother. Remember the girl with the squeaky voice we encountered the other day? One of the men we just saw. Rack! I don't see how the sergeant puts up with him. I couldn't. Very true. Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. What? Oh, frap. You again? Yes, is there a problem? I wonder, we spent hours on a wild goose chase looking for evil, and you've come up empty-handed. Would you have liked it better if we had come face to face with evil? Such insolence! Watch yourself, knave. Unruffle your feathers, duck. You have to go through me to get to my master. Rack. Excuse me, can I clarify this mess? Go on. Actually, we need a guide to take us to Chisha Village. I've heard how brave Duck Clan men are, and how traveling merchants often hire them as guards. That's right. Then will you take us there? It wouldn't normally pose a problem, but with the recent skirmishes going on, our chief wants us to remain here. If you get permission from the chief, we'll be happy to escort you. Village chief? What chief? Yes, the chief's the one spotting the finest sail feathers. He should be around here someplace. Okay, whatever you say. Chris, how do we distinguish one duck from the next? Don't be duckist, man! You're asking the wrong person. Yeah, this needs to be perma. Don't be duckist, game. Come on. I mean, he's this dude right here. But we actually need to hit up the trade shop because we got a bunch of crystal balls, and they always retail best here. Oh yes, and we actually get a nice good premium off of them this time. Also, dude, we had duck deer antlers too. Let's go. We don't ever really do too much of the training game with Chris. I mean, she keeps on going out and handing out damage to dudes all over the place. Okay, let's hit up the rune shops. So people can train up too. Wanna study? Sure. What's Chris checking at these days? Yeah, her water magic could come up a bit. Oh, she also does have her full complement of skills. She always will. She is designed to just be like, damage? Sure, I'll do it. He mostly needs more of his other skills done. I'm gonna hold off on that. Rico. Any other stuff? She'll probably benefit better from actual physical attack stuff. And as for runes, well, let's make sure to do this so it unlocks for her. Did I have anything extra? No, I had, in fact, nothing. Okay. Actually, also for medicine, let's equip the good stuff on people. Yes, everybody always needs medicine on them. Also, hello, what do you think you're doing with, like, 2 things? You don't need that much restoratives on you, my dude. Y'all ever forget that there's a lottery shop here? I mean, not that I ever really do anything with lottery stuff. Welcome to my shop. Shop until you drop. Water amulet. You too, my man. Also, why do you have wall runes randomly? Actually, we need to make use of the appraisist. Yes, I appraise everything. Good painting? Nope. Garbo. And as for the figurine, ooh, plum bonsai. Get rid of this. Anything else that's like just Garbo? No. Hold on to things for the time being. Okay, let's see if we'll be allowed to leave the village for like a hot minute. Yes. Oh, need those connective ways. Oh, sweet, and she has like the full complement of Base Scout. I would almost like to take her back to Ragnarok Castle if I could. Let's do that. A very, very quick trip. feel like I also really need to improve his sword. Or his darts, rather. Thank you, Chris. You clean up battles extra well. And play a moor. Hey, remember when Chris had like a horse before? Yeah, and like we could just really cruise through the plains. This is more probably just crap stuff. Also, with us hitting up, oh, that's fine. Ah, very good, Nash. Nice repel. Rico, have you ever even used a hammer before? Still getting screws. Even though we have recruited Belle, but she still walks behind Ghetto. Ooh, look at these pupper boys. Too bad Chris is just an absolute demon. Nice defense, Fred. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys, come on! We do have like other options to us. I mean, like all the like the bosses right now in North Cave, in like Mount Heytu, yes, they're back there. They can do things again, but like no. Also, how come none of like the Brass Castle training stuff has populated? Let's see our boy here quick. We are headed to you know, that other place. Oh, actually, let's have one of these on hand. Or both, actually. Ragnarok, that's about the same. How come we only have 2 destinations for salt? With Chris. It's better some other places, but... Also gotta remember, Ixay does not have training stuff. Also, we'll have to see what seeds Chris has on her now. Because we need those grape seeds for Bart. Like, I feel like I've gotten some. If not, they are, like, hiding somewhere. Do. Yes, let go. As much as it is kind of good for, like, potentially, Fred and Rico to get the SP, I mean... Oh. Peckles needs to have his ass handed to him. I think he needs, like... Whoa, excuse you? What is this, Maximilian? Yeah, better than, you know. No, but that's all good. Do. Very good, Nash. Okay. And we are returned. And there's like a lot of new stuff here, honestly, since the last time we were here. I think Guillaume, yes, has his appraisal shop set up here now. Well, we could also go decorate the castle a little bit more. Not with graffiti, though. An extra bonus thing? Gordon shop's right here. We could just sell him the crap stuff. Like a screw. Also, he doesn't have, like, anything crazy? Nah. Perhaps a belt of strength? No. What about a fish badge? Yeah! Okay. And what else we got going on? Jean is fine for now. We did determine that for Fred and Rico, it was basically training o'clock time. Such a sleepy boy. Okay, he has all this stuff, but it can be really cranked up. Actually, I did want to also make sure he has the most optimal stuff. So yeah, first, competent, which I think is, yeah, that's good. Absolutely average. Could be much worse. Do we maybe swap his repel for accuracy? I think we do. Yeah, okay. Also, Nash, we have to go through and get him a bunch of stuff too. But yeah, in the meantime, let's have Fred be good. He won't need repels much of, I guess, shield and armor protector that much higher up. You know what I'm saying? And a final damage up. Rico. Won't be easy, so we should take swing off. Could be much worse. His damage is good. Yeah, okay, so let's... Yeah, their swing's absolutely horrendous, my dude. Don't worry about hitting as much, just worry more about being a better knight. And he will get you... Let's make you more accurate with that big old hammer, actually. That's ultimately better for you. Trust me, I know best. Plus, you have like this absolutely massive pool of skill points to use on things, so why not? Do more damage. Armor protect. And I think this is the end of your accuracy. Yep. Also, Nash, hey, what's up, man? You have really good stats with stuff. Could be much worse, could be much worse. Results are amazing. Competent. F. Yeah, man, like, just basically all of this. And you will be just an absolute demon. So, interesting thing about Nash is that, like, back at the Trinity site, there are, 6 slots in total there. If the game devs would have had an available 7th slot, they actually were planning on putting Nash in for that, if I recall things right. Just because he has a lot of other secretive, cool backstory stuff going on for him, that, yeah, the devs considered him maybe potentially, you know, a 4th possible sub-protagonist. Okay. Swing up. Holy dash, so that he is just everywhere all at once. Okay. We'll hit up Peggy 12 for some weapon upgrades. Basically just for Fred and Rico right now. Yeah, we have cash. Oh, she was upgraded to an Iron Hammer, BT dubs. Fred and his big Nightheart. Still just a big Nightheart. Let's actually hit up the inn and get what other people we can back into Chris's party. She had what? We had weird old Kenji there. And organize Chris's party. Yep. She can have Kenji. And oh, Mio. Oh, yo, that's dope. She will do extra healing for us. Oh, hey, Emily's here now, yeah. Could fall asleep right this second. So actually, yeah, no, here's the other thing. Oh, now when we go check in with Kid, he's gonna be like, you've like found everybody. So like, yeah. Also, yeah, let's tend to some different things here. I think we got it better. No, we don't. Chris, come on. Just a nice little plum bonsai there. Anything else can put in the foyer? No. Up here. No, this isn't a place to... No, it isn't. No, we already read this one. Is it possible to read previous issues? Yes. Only one. Hitman Urk's Adventures. Baker, the monster, attacked Marnie. Then Baker chopped Marty's head with his steel arm. Steel knockdown blow! Ah! Marty fell down. Or Marty! Cried Earth. Blood gushed from Marty's head. Marty in danger. This season's cleaners: Gordon, Kid, Kathy. Interesting. Oh, this is like a little fail plot, eh? Yeah. So let's put that there. That's like another failure urn. That's just room for a painting. I don't think she has books in her. No, just an appointer. Who the hell is the appointer? Anything down here? No. Augustine and a random duck are in here. I'm not sure what other stuff can be in here. I think things qualified as a statue. Outside of that, I think that's kind of it for like what we can place for other stuff here. Okay. Moving along, let's head downstairs and go see Muto. Because we have things. Oh, yeah, let's... recipe, because we have 3 now. No, we don't have that stuff. Okay, a blessed cast. Great on lots of people here. Featherband, upgrade to that. Let's throw it on him. Actually, he can wear helms. Wear a helm, man. Yeah, let's do that, just so that you're not going to be having your butt kicked as much. Yeah, you can have that, dude. Mangosh. Counterattack success rate plus 50%. Wow, that's good. And evasion ring. Oh, it's repel plus 1. Full party. Oh, we weirdly have access to the other night. What is up with that? Wow, I really equipped the knights. Oh, these are better for him. Do I want to give him even more repel? It like doesn't even work on him. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, power gloves. And she already has the fish badge equipped. stuff's just still kind of all over the place. Okay, let's give you a second to reorganize that. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Okay, what else can I leave? Stuff from my party, but yeah, take all that. Okay. Nothing really going on the ship. Anything? Oh, I wanted to go see Kid, but Marty first. Give her a recipe. I think she's back here. Nope. I'm not sure where she hangs out then. Not Marnie. Maine is her name. Where does she do the cooking stuff then? Let's look around the castle some more. Anybody hanging out in here yet? Oh, Juan Fu. Oh, sneaky snacking? Don't be ridiculous. Nah, dude, you haven't snacks. Everybody in the castle knows. Alrighty. Jimba, word from Friendland. He knows a lot about other lands and cultures. Scout. It's just all these people, you know? We're like, we know where they're at. Okay, how about inquiry though? Sure, just because he's literally top of the list. Oh, I remember now. She has her own shop. It's just right here, or bistro rather. Don't use much oil, so you can relax and enjoy our food. You have a new recipe, I'll use it. Egg roll. Now we can order this stuff. Get it fresh, and it can be healables for people. Yeah, we need better recipes though, because ultimately some of those do make for like better healables potentially, just because we have more in quantity. Yeah, mega medicines are great and all, but you only get like 4 or 5. Anything we can sell here? Nope. We will be heading back to Duck Village, so let's see what's good. We can sell maybe sugar better there. Books, candles, wine, pearls. One amulet sell better at Duck Village. Hollyberries sell best here. I'm not gonna worry, it's all small stuff. We're not going into any of the bigger places. Okay. Shall we hit up the armor shop potentially? See if there's anything better for people. I guess we could have gone by here the first time, but that's the beat. Might as well, it does not affect his pal score much. Sell it because I think, yeah, it'll be available through other people. Yes. He has fire gloves. We just need like another like badge item on Kenji. How's he doing? Could he do a little bit of training? If we'd offered it to him? Yeah. Well, eventually maybe he'll have other stuff open. Meantime, let's get accuracy up some more. Let's also do swing. Ugh. I should not be tired. I'm pulling a real one, if you know what I'm saying. What does he have? He already has that belt of strength on. Could do a star piece. Maybe we just do the star piece? Yeah? He likes to say light and fit. Also, let's appraise all this other stuff we have. Yep, just graffiti. More graffiti. Clarity earned. Kind of really getting lots of those, so we can maybe even get rid of them. Oh, I meant to go put the metal set away in the warehouse too. Okay, one final trip to Mido, and then checking on Jean. Let's see. Also, who even has potential rune? No one anyway, so we ain't gonna worry about it. Also, we have currently enough water runes to like just be like good. Know what I'm saying? Just be like good. Oh. And that's it. Also, what does? Yeah, dude. Let's get some like real medicine on you. You're gonna need more than just a park bun. We'll use that for our current heals. Okay. I think that's enough faffing around with Chris for now. Let's get back on track with story. Pretty please. I could have saved well and good back in the castle, but this is fine too. Also, we have not saved since Hugo's story, so haha. That was almost another good hour. Yeah. Trouble with with it all is that basically you're like, okay, yeah, you're just doing lots of optimizing and equipping and yada yada yada. And eventually you're just like, cool, it's been a lot of time, and hey, oopsie, accidentally game over and lost all of like that menuing stuff. That's the worst thing you can always lose out on time for, is menuing stuff. Thankfully, we're not as bad as some of like the PS3 Tales games. Fred! Oh, hey, graffiti. Because we have, Eve on us. Did we ever read her description? I don't think so. Nurse who looks after castle inhabitants' health. Her smiles and gracious nursing manner make her quite popular among her patients. Yeah, Kenji's fast. Yeah, this way. Nice. Problem, Kenji, with you being too fast is that you're basically sucking up all the damage. Can you get in there, Fred? Nope. Well, we need to use these first. Oh wait, but Neo also really heals us up. Haha, haha. Okay. I miss my horse. The horse really helped us get across the plain so much faster. Chris has a very nice horse. You know, no Epona, but, you know, it makes do. Oh, very good. Chris! If I'm right, does Mio also do... No, she doesn't. Okay. It's a good thing we have lots of these. She couldn't figure out what that one was. Yeah. Appraisal stuff only bumps up to a certain allotted amount. But I think that is like a Garbo. It's like a stupid Hextall thing. I like how, you know, unless you have an appraiser, people can't figure out if like a piece of art is like good or just trash. Oh, nice job, Fred. Yep. Hey, an actual painting, not just simply graffiti. Okay, let's get in there, guys. Come on, Rico. You actually get a hit in. And she misses. Thanks, Nash. Mio basically heals us up to next level. Okay. And yes. Quickly run across here. I like how it isn't just simply press up to run through. Because of the camera angling and stuff, it like really pivots your direction for whatever dumb reason. I mean, it is fun to beat, although, as we're seeing so far, it is a little bit of a grind here, Dr. Blackjack. Okay, we gotta go talk to some ducks. Thankfully, because of all of our previous chats with all the NPCs, we already know who the Duck Village is. Duck Village Chief. Well, it seems like we have guests. Welcome to Duck Clan. We managed to get the chief's permission by a nose. Beak. Ah, excellent. Get it? Because, yeah. Okay, let's talk to Rhett and Wilder again. Hello again. I see you found the chief. He's most remarkable, isn't he? Indeed. And his tail feathers were as impressive as you said. So, like, we were sent on a mission to just basically go check out duck butts? I'm thinking too much. Like, this village is very much, DuckTales inspired. Nobody wears pants. Just letting it all hang out there. Told you. He's given permission for you to guide us, if you will. Absolutely. For the proper pay. That depends. What do you consider proper? To go to Chissa Village will cost 2,000 potch. 2,000? Don't worry. Yeah, this 1 and 4 were a bit slow in places. That's why those were the ones I only beat once as a kid, but it's been long enough I can only remember the good parts now. Yeah, no, this one, just with like a lot of its jumping around story beats, and kind of just travel time. Same with like 4, are a little bit slower. That's where like I definitely like 5 a lot more because like things are happening, you're going, you're unlocking places, you're getting on the world map. It's a little bit of like some intro story stuff to chunk through, but like once you kind of get into like more of like the open world aspect of it, it's so much fun. That's highway robbery, but I'll pay it. Woo-wee! How easily the upper class parts with money. Enough. I mean, yeah. Leave everything to us. We know what we're doing. It's a short trip to Chissa Village, so don't worry about a thing. Wilder has joined, Red has joined. Oh, I'm sorry, Kenji, but you gotta go. That's fine. Rhett and Wilder are gonna outclass you in terms of damage output anyways. Yep, that's fine. Interesting that they don't have like their own combo thing. I think it's just once we get Sergeant Joe in our party that then there's like a duck combo. Although, also, yeah, there should have been like some sort of hidden DuckTales, like the Disney stuff joke maybe in there, but I suppose not. Let's see what's up with Rhett and Wilder. Yes, magic repel naturally, so interesting. Accuracy, damage, repel. Let's see if those are good. Wilder also has a magic repel, and those ones. Equipment. He has a lot of food, and he already has the silver beak on him, which is good. Wilder, you don't need just food. And his weapon is Aliyah Awa and Makanan. And they're already kind of maxed out. Oh, above and beyond of it, too. Oh. Excuse me. That was aggressive. Sneezers. Let's also check out to see. Average. Same with all this. He might stand better to get physical stuff. Wilder, more or less the same. I'm not really gonna throw any runes on them just yet. Also, what trade goods did I get there? Some ancient texts, but those are best over at Viene del Zexi. And we're not going back there anytime quick. Do you have a gold beak? Oh, you do have a gold beak. Now let's throw it on you there, sir. That was it for now. That's fine. Let's get the silver beak on Rhett. Because my lord, dude, you do not need food for days. Do we have anything else? Maybe we'll throw these power gloves on him. Six percent chance of silence status? Wait, so you eat it and you silence yourself? Interesting. Also, fried ice cream. Well, that's actually pretty good. 30% chance of becoming invincible. Also, I don't know why he's out in the bleed when he has worse defense and repel stats. Dude. Let's fix that. Because, yeah, like a basically 20 HP difference ain't gonna do much. You are just an appraiser, dude. Actually, appraise our other stuff. Oh, it's actual painting, too, that we got. Oh, it was just your... Why couldn't Neo figure out that it was... that she was able to figure out graffiti on the other stuff before? So we don't need screws anymore. Also, maybe let's just sell off some of this stuff. It's just taking up inventory space. Plus, we have so much medicine already. Yeah. Also, better healing stuff. Yes, he needs some for equipping and ret. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty, they are good for now. Let's just do a little Saverino and move on with story. Also, yeah, Rhett and Wilder clocking in at like those much higher levels. Might be due to just us having overgrinded a little bit in some spots. Just with like all of our additional treasure hunting and stuff. Also, was there? Yeah, let's check trade goods. See if there's anything we can load up on here quickly before scurrying onwards. Soy sauce. Bully is here. Sugar's in here. Ooh, even crystal balls are a little bit more here. Yeah, we'll leave it all for now. Do. Oh. Oh, of course. Of course, you just go up, open up Caleria, where a certain other recruitable character is. Yeah, you would just do that game. I don't know if I want to make it the trek all the way up there for her. Also, we never looked at the other interesting citizens over them. Member of the Duck Clan, jolly and amusing, he also has an appetite that explains his fat appearance. Whoa! Wise is the Duck Clan. He is Sergeant Joe's friend, but Sergeant Joe treats him like a younger brother. He's a slasher, reflex commander, armor knight, shield knight, mobility knight, knight. Lots of knights. What do I want to do? I feel like if we want to attempt this route, we need to then go and better properly allocate Rhett and Wilder's stats here first. Maybe we should do that anyways. I'm not saying we go all the way back to, our castle base for that, because it's a little bit way too much out of the way, and crossing Yaza Plain is driving us crazy now. I know that for a fact. As per usual, whenever you go through a playthrough of this, Yaza Plain is just... It eventually becomes a bane because you just are going across it so much. Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, yeah, we'll go to Brass Castle. There's training and stuff there enough, I think. I think we should be able to get in, no problem. Also, I like how it goes. We, initially recruited Fred and Rico there, but if we needed to, we could already automatically dump them. Potentially. Let's see how the boys do. Oh, nice. Ooh, nicely done, Fred. Oh, a little extra level up for Nash there. Isn't that nice? Gets a bump up in stats. That's one, that's two. Oh, we could have just let those guys go. That was silly of me. Oh, something almost weirdly flashed in the sky there for a second. I'm not sure what, though. And here we go. Should have just let these guys go again. Okay, next time we come across the plains, we always check our let go options first. Okay. We might also have to eventually potentially look up where we get grape seeds from so we can go recruit Barts. Barts! Yeah, we've talked to like lots of NPCs all over the place and not been able to figure out where somebody might have this. Damn it! I knew that was going to happen. Okay, thankfully we can at least reroute over to the Lizard Hollow. And get our training there. Just this place was a little bit easier to access because you just have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4.5-ish loading screens, whereas with next to minimal walking, whereas with Lizard Hollow it's 1, 2, 3.5-ish, but like much bigger areas to have to run through. I mean, maybe it equates that to something equidistant. Also, nope, you're blocking it. So yeah, by now we would have been maybe across the Brass Castle paths. This is about the same. So yeah, I like how we can just wander in here and they have no idea. Hey, talk to the mother of the child you slayed. See how they're holding up. Right, this is just the training shop. Oh, there's Shiba here. Shiba, Dupa. Yeah, they're all chilling here. I guess we are post-Ixay, so they are regrouped here. But as we now know... Oh, hey, talk to your dad! Have you been to the castle between Zexen and Grassland? Yes, Dad. Oops, spoilers. Rebuilding Crya. Oh yeah, everybody's kind of all here. If you boost your swing skill, then you'll be able to swing faster. That means you'll strike more often in an attack. Yes. I mean, it's good advice. Okay. Brett and Wilder. Your swing sucks. Accuracy, average. Damage is good. Average. Average, average. Wilder. Swing is really good. Accuracy is average. Natural ability exists. That means it's better. Yeah. Repel, natural ability, average. Natural ability. Do we give up at accuracy? I suppose we do. Yeah, those are two other better skills he could learn. Yeah, you'll get around faster and potentially have more attacks resounding off. There we go. Okay, get the swing up, and then some more of the rest of the skills. Get that repel up. So you're a front row boy. Front row. And oh, that's all we can do with you for now. Okay. Fairly good match, average. Maybe we are gonna do some magic on you, man. Once we go back to Duck Village. Because the other scores here ain't the greatest. Because, yeah, accuracy and repel, ooh, we'll be lucky to get. Yeah, like they're going to max out here. Yeah, we'll save the rest for a magic. Oh, little posture checkerino. Anything else going on? Oh, let's. Oh, we already went through equipment shop at a bunch of the other places. Okay. Let us return. And we are just going to go through with some story stuff for Chris. Caleria, eh. Jorez the 7th. Now I know he's going to be there. But I think we'll be re-accessing him through Ghetto some more. Planimer. I miss her horse. Also, where's she get left at with her stuff? Okay. Oh, maybe let's actually. Oh, we should have maybe done some training with her while we were still there. Let's see. Yep, let go. Yeah, everybody's skills are clocking in just kind of fun. Actually, if anything, maybe once we get back to Duck Village, we'll maybe check out Nash's magic stat, because he has that water stuff, but he might be better with other things, potentially. We've already done a lot with his other skills. Oop, I don't think... Yep, we can let this one go. Yeah, no, we're not gonna go to Claria with her. Mountain Path kind of is just a real drag to have to walk through, and Claria just doesn't have much for us right now. This should also be another let go. Yep. And what is it? With Claria, there is also a theater dude there, Nadir. I don't think we have the right amount of people in his party. I think he's also animalist and doesn't count ducks and their genders. Or however that all works out. He's just like, oh, I need human actors. Well, maybe he does. I forget. Okay. Okay, Rhett. You kind of have a whole gambit of stuff to work with. Nash. Water actually ain't the best for you. Wind is, in fact. So let's actually swap that out. I think we can also maybe buy a wind one here. Oh, wow. 1 second, sorry. Sorry. Somebody just told my girlfriend that, oh, hey, we're gonna give you a scammer is saying, oh, hey, we're gonna give you a bunch of return money from your taxes. So, see if we'll mess with them. Okay. Oh, we're still in lesson here. Yeah, let's bump up her water magic to what's basically gonna be max now. Let's go upstairs and swap rooms around. Basically, take the water one off of Nash, drop it on Brett, and do you have a wind one? You don't, you dick. Okay. Oops, I wasn't done. JK. Also, was Rico best attuned for water magic? I need to double check. Oh, she also gets shield magic? And she's not that good with it? Average. Natural ability exists. That's better. Okay. Well, might as well pump his up just a little bit should we come across. I think there's some in Chissa. Bump up his sort of magic. And now, yeah, let's bump up his water magic. One more. Very good. Now let's bump up his magic repel. Let's make it so you can use your water magic better. That's so dumb that they give her shield magic, but like, she's only average with it. Okay, that's it. Quick little save, and we'll head on to Caput Forest and... And to Caput Forest we go. Oh, this nice forest. It is a nice welcome change compared to all the other places we've been through a million times. We don't need to go that way because we already collected the item as Hugo. If we go this way first, what happens? Because yeah, if you remember with Hugo, not too earlier, we yeah, this foggy haze came up first. Like we're in the Lost Woods. That's a let go. Oops. Yeah, but you did already hit all the dead ends here with Hugo. So we can just walk through. Alright, up to Cheshire. Here we are at Cheshire Village. The Cheshire clan is one of the 6 clans. These villagers don't have warrior ancestors like the Duck and Lizard clans, but they're some of the nicest folks around. And their food is delicious. Ho ho, now there's something to look forward to, right, Master Fred? Yes, indeed. I can't wait. Hey, that looks like a story trigger. Can we walk all the way around it? We can. And hit up the other shops quick. Anything we can get here? Yeah, definitely don't want to take these off him because he gets some good benefits. Anything we can deck ourselves with here? Ooh. Nah, that's just regular old stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's check out also the trade shop. They just have trade shop and appraiser. No rune stuff. Okay. Yeah, no rune stuff at all. Okay. Oops, wrong person. Rumors. Please bring Chinese stuff. Our village suffers from a terrible affliction. Holy. That is a big old markup, yo. Also, wine. Sells better at Ragnarok. We did not properly hit up, the Great Hollow. Even though we were there, we did not hit up the, shop at all. Dang. Okay, that's it for now, though. Let's, go do some story stuff. Yoon, welcome to you all. I've been expecting you. Please introduce yourselves. Wait, this is a running joke within the series. Stoltenheim Rheinbach III. What need is there for a false name? No one here or in the village will harm you. If you say so. Don't worry, we are waiting for you. You came here to look for your father, right? Yes, I did. But how could you know that? I know because it's my job to know. What do you mean? Yumi. How do you do? I am Yumi, and this is Yun. She knew you were coming because she is a gifted child. What do you mean, gifted? You mean she's a seer? In a way, we are from Alma Kinnin. I don't understand. Why all the excitement? Does that make them important? Guard your thoughts, fool. What you don't know could hurt you. What are you talking about? Please calm down, sir. Don't let them get to you. What's so special about Alma Kinnin, anyways? Allow me to explain. The 6 clans consist of us, the Duck Clan, and 5 other clans. Lizard, Karaya, Saphir, Chissa, and Alma Kinnin. This is the first time I've met anyone from Alma Kinnin. Me too. That doesn't surprise me. We haven't gone outside our village for ages. Why not? Have you been in prison there? For witchcraft, perhaps? Sorry, hold for 1 second. Okay. Just the cats all running around like crazy upstairs. Watch your language, human. What's wrong with you? What makes them so special? Be careful, your rash behavior could land a curse. A curse? Excuse me? That's not very nice to imply. Please, forgive me. Jeez, dude. Well, I guess I'll let it be. You're merely misguided in what we do, although it does involve rituals and spirits. I think it's time we went inside. You must be tired. You can sit down and wait for her to get here. Yun will join for now? Yumi will join for now. Well, Santa pops back up again. Welcome to our village. Are these the ones? Yes, they are. They will bring good to Chissa village. I see. Bad ones will arrive soon as well. I'm utterly baffled. What is going on? Yun is possessed with the gift to see many things. See things? I see certain things very well, but this will not last for much longer. Santa, Yun, they are here! This is what she meant. Oh, hey, it's Franz! We have not seen him in a while. What are those things? Mantors. And the Book's men riding them, I suppose. This is the first time I've seen them, too. Let's go before there's trouble. I don't need to find out if her prophecy is true. Let's go and do him a fight. Listen up. Bishop Sasarai, the leader of the Holy Harmonia Kingdom's army, wishes to avoid further conflict. Thus, I have been ordered to locate the Firebringer gang. This village will be under our rule for as long as this situation remains. You will obey our orders. Is this clear? This is not a request. It is a decree. We cannot accept such a one-sided decree. We have no means to fight back, but we are the masters here. When the Saphir clan resisted our investigation not long ago, their ensuing revolt against Harmonia resulted in tragedy. Do you wish that same fate upon yourselves? Then you are saying that we should be enslaved by Harmonia, just as you are? Damn, you idiot! Watch out! Who are you? You don't look like a villager. Why should I divulge my identity to a beast? Cover is blown. Aren't we supposed to remain anonymous? I'm sorry, Nash, but... Yeah, I suppose I can see why your men look up to you. You want to fight then? Alright, get on with it. Understood. Looks unavoidable, but don't overdo it, Franz. I know. They're not backing down, Nash. We'll have to fight our way out of this. I hate it when this happens. Okay, let's get on with it. Oh. Can't put Yumi in, but like... We'll go with this combo. Yep. Here they come! Not quite. And they're just do some attacks, you know? Ooh, nice Nash. Good guard, good dodge. Nice, Fred. Oh, Ruby's using a special line attack. That did like nothing and it imbalanced her. So, you know, there's that. This was a good call. Though Rico is in a dumb spot. Okay, Fred and Rico got some stuff. And new Lala. Told me there was no fighters in Chissa. Let's get out of here. Agreed. You will regret this. They're gone. Yes, but they're just a sample of the Harmonian army. If they're on a recon mission, we haven't seen the end of this yet. Your help is appreciated. We have no means with which to fight here. We're in your debt. Don't mention it. We should have been more careful. That attack was not the end of it. We can expect Harmonia's main army next. You took up arms on our behalf. Be proud. But it turned out, if you hadn't resisted, we would have. In our own way, for this land was once the land of the Flame Champion. Yun is left. Yumi is left. Wilder and Red have left, okay. Where did they all go? Just like up here? Down below? Guessing inside. Just do a little save. Please come again. Oh, Santa's right here. Please be careful. Oh. We could put Kenji in our party. That would have involved putting Kenji in our party. Come on down here to the bar. No? So pretty yacht. Let's head to the exit, I suppose. Yeah, because nothing down here. What's the matter? Nash, what am I doing here? I helped burn down the entire Karaya village. They should despise me as their enemy. Why am I helping these people? Is this going to make up for what I did? No, it won't. And we're not getting anywhere here. You don't want to be recognized, and you'd be better off helping overthrow the grasslands. Oh! What? Overthrow the grasslands? Listen, the Lizard and Karaya clans can't afford to oppose both the Vexans and Harmonians. Ally with Harmonia, and you can crush the grasslands from both sides and divide the spoils between you. I hear that Harmonia already has some close ties to the Zexan Council. How can you suggest such a treacherous plan? The Knights would never stand for it. Speak nothing further of this. If you continue, my sword shall silence you. Don't get so upset. You obviously see the situation differently. So, what happened to the search for your father? That young girl seemed to know you. Thanks for reminding me. Are you back somewhere? Yep, back down there. Oh. I will actually be back in 2 seconds, folks. Just give me just one moment here. And we're back. Thanks for holding tight there. It's just saying time to the girlfriend as she got home from work. Let's finish up some other stuff here with Chris quick. Oh. Actually, it wanted to prompt us with the X. Ahem. You can call me Yun. Okay, so Yun, you said you were waiting for me. Why? We two came to this place for 2 reasons. First, to defend the village. And because we haven't completed our first mission yet, I'll have to wait to tell you the second. To defend the village? You and her? Just the 2 of you? Don't tell me, you must be the daughter of the Flame Champion, inheritor of the true Fire Room, able to burn even water like wood. Oh, how I wish, but no, I will never have that power. I do have the power to hear spirit voices better than most. This will protect the village. Trust me. Don't be silly, that's nonsense. A foolish superstition. But it did work just now. That was pure luck. There were only a few intruders, and we just happened to be here. That's what you think. The fact that you are here to help us was no mere coincidence. It was fate at work. We'll need more than that for our next battle, though. I need to ask you a favor. If you help us, I'll tell you why I was waiting for you. Is it a deal, as you say in Zexan? What kind of favor? I need you to go to Duck Village and bring someone back here. They'll be able to help us defend the village. Will you do it? Let's be amenable. Okay, I'll help you. It's a deal. Thank you so much. I knew we could count on you. For a moment, I was a bit worried. I thought you could hear the spirits talk. Yes, but sometimes they mumble. Now, let's get started. Time is running out, you know. I know exactly who we're going to be going to get. Rico and I will stay behind. You never know when they might return. Yes, Mr. Fred. Time to let the world know about the Maximilian Knights. Then we'll go with you. We need to report back to the village chief anyway. So, it will be you and me along with Chris, Nash, Rhett, and Wilder, right? Wow, Wilder. Can you believe we're escorting the girls from Alma Kinnon? Try to contain yourself, Rhett. This will surprise the whole village indeed. Well, Yoon and Yumi, I will depend on you. Certainly. Spirits bless us all. Thank you. Enough small talk. Let's move along quickly. Of course. Yoon will join you for now. Fred has left, Rico's left. Father has joined. Yumi has joined. What's up with Yumi? She has Earth and also Greyhawk. Oh, which is, I think, just the General Rune. General Rune? Ooh, she is fully geared for it, too. Her skills. Sharpshoot, Magic Rationing, raises spell frequency by casting at lower level. Interesting. Accuracy and Earth Magic, which she is actually proficient at. Her equipment. Yeah, well, pretty good. Now, Yoon, a shaman from Almakenin clan. She has the unique ability to speak with spirits. Girl from Almakenin Village, special ability to speak with spirits. She is equipped with a Yuka skill, already up at, well, level 12. That's high. Hot dang. Back to a duck village. A woo-woo. Oh, sorry. Duck Village, not Duckburg. Wrong musical sting. Uh-oh. Ooh. Can we do it? I think so. Do that. And then actually, you, my child. Well, let's do Greathawk. Okay, good. She's getting this off. Oh, it missed that one. This is why we had him target the back. Not that it did like a crazy amount or anything, but... Cess Levi. Whoa, what is he doing? I was slowed. Let's actually have her cue this up. There we go. Okay. This weirdly qualifies as a physical hit, and yeah, she stopped her chanting. Attacks here. He's gonna hit Yumi again. So why not? Drop one of these on her. Actually, just use some of this, my dude. Hmm. Actually, I'm gonna have him pop off one of these on those two to heal them up. Maybe get that slowed taken care of. Because it might be affecting their total damage output. Yep, it was. In a way. Oh, hey, he's finally doing his bubbles attack. There we go. That was very minimal. Huh. Well, at least we got a little extra cash off of it. Dang it, I did the thing again. Okay. Interesting. Never fire this off. Actually, you can do bit stuff of there. Really? Oh, full on fire in my missiles. And he's gonna just puke up fire. On Chris. For barely any damage. Nice. There we go. Honestly, that was a more worthwhile battle than like the area boss one. As it is. And thankfully, Mio in our party really heals us up after the battle. And yeah, last screen. And we're back. I can't wait to tell everybody. I can't wait till everybody sees us with the girls from Alma Kinnan. Excuse me, Rhett. Yes? Could you keep that to yourself in a moment? We have more important matters to attend to. I don't care to make a spectacle of myself anyway. Sure you don't want people to admire you? I'm sure. Drat. Well, if that's your wish, I'll do my best to honor it. Well, then we'll go see the village chief and report on the incident at Chissa Village. Now, who are the ones you want to take back? I sense they're definitely somewhere in the village. Elder and Red have left. I know exactly who it is that we're looking for already. It's just a matter of where are they at. Guessing they are back from business. Guessing, yeah, they're just here in the inn. Hey, look! It's Caesar and Apple! Must I repeat myself? He is plotting some sort of conspiracy somewhere here in the grasslands. What and where? You have to be more specific. That's why we're here, to investigate. Call this milling around investigating unbelievable. Remember the last chance you had me take? You know, in that last battle? Yeah, I hear you. You got me there. The food at the lodging is awful. I'll try to find us something else, okay? Do you want me to tell you where he is? Who the hell are you? You're looking for someone, aren't you? Actually, I am looking for someone too. Who is she? No idea. Came to use me to rescue the Chissa village according to the prophecy? Basically, yes, but you're slightly off track. I don't know then. You are from Al McKinnon, a possessed child, shaman who speaks with the spirits. Am I right? You know a lot, but you look like you're from someplace other than the grasslands. I'm from the Republic of Torian, where I studied for a while. Since all my Cannon villagers seldom leave the village, what brings you here? Something amiss? It's not entirely clear, but there's an evil force coming that could wreak havoc upon the land. If we don't oppose it, expect a disaster so horrific the spirits will shudder. I'm not the superstitious type, but you mentioned something interesting. You know where this conspirator is? I can lead you to meet him. This meeting will result in him eventually rescuing the Chissa village. What shall we do, Apple? We'll come with you. Wait a minute now. Who made you the boss? We can't just stay here doing nothing. Still, be brave, Caesar. There must be something up, because the Zex and Knights are involved too. Excuse me? Ah, I was right. How do you do, Lady Chris? I noticed a resemblance, so I thought it might be you. See, Caesar? Alright. Do. All we have to do is follow you, is that right? Yes, if you please. Hey, how come we haven't done anything so far? Why are we here? Anyone know? I have no idea. Damn. I appreciate your service. I hope you don't mind escorting us back. No, no problem. Oh, she is your choice. I see. Hee hee. I will depend on you, Apple. Yes, Caesar, I'll handle the messenger business. Don't you go wild while I'm away, understood? Yes, let's get moving. Caesar will join you for now. Ah, because Apple is now headed to the Lizard Village. Okay, did we want to do or need to do anything with Yumi? And who travels with Apple? She more so needs, like, physical training stuff. Hey, wait for us, we're coming too! Yep. Probably looks good. Oh, actually, is there maybe another gold beak? Ah. Because we really need one for, Rat. Yes. He could equip two, but, like, Silver Beak gives him power plus 10. You, my dude, are getting one. A heck of an upgrade. Also, can these go on Yumi, or... Oh, yes, actually. Very good. Also, with us heading back to Chisha, Is there anything here we can pick up and take there? It's practically raining soy sauce. Only fools are selling, and only the blind are buying. Dang, that is dirt-ass cheap. So let's carry some for now. I almost bought that. That would have been dumb. Flutes go for better and Chissa. Let's grab some of that. And wooden amulets are equivalent. Okay. No, I don't think we take a detour with me for now. It's too long, and I'd rather advance more story stuff. She's already like clocking in it, kind of powerful. Uh-oh. Well, that's a little fully work, if you heard that. Fast forward, please. Come on, game. Let's try this again. Thank you. Yep. Super wrong button. This again. Oops. There we go. Whew, thankfully that was a little painless. And we are returned. We've just returned, and I brought defense to protect the village. Defend the village? They must be skilled swordsmen. Where are they? Can I meet them? Yeah, you must be talking about me. What? Where did he come from? Are you in charge of this place, madam? Yes, my boy. I am Santa, chief of this village. Nice to meet you. I am Caesar. I studied military strategy in the Tornan Republic and Crystal Valley. If you and these baboons collaborate, I can easily defend the village for you. I see. Military strategist? You dragged me into this, so you follow my orders. Understand? What do you mean, baboons? I didn't say that. Liar! Aren't you in a hurry? Do as I say. Aren't you in a hurry? Do as I say. Chief Santa, I'll need you to pass my orders along to the villagers. And with the rest of you macho guys, and will the rest of you macho guys please gather in the square? What do you mean by macho guys? What about me? Yo, hey, you did say baboons. Can confirm, baboons exist in Suikoden. I'm only asking you to hold on until the auxiliary troops arrive. That's all. Auxiliary troops? Apple's taking care of that, so don't worry. Even with auxiliary troops, we have to plan a strategy. We can't just wait around here. Strategy is simple. We just focus on repelling the next onslaught. The other troops will follow suit. We'll guard the village entrance and drive the enemy. That's it. That's it? That's your whole plan? A more complicated plan would be easier to watch. I'll finish organizing units for combat. Then we'll be ready. Oh my god, the first time we ever see this. Okay, this is how we actually map out for big battle stuff. So, first let's go that. Okay, we have 3 units then, yes? Okay, Fred, take Rico. Chris, take Rhett, Wilder, Nash, take Yumi. One of the things you want to, check out is just some of the other stuff that they offer. So, rear guard, rear guard, surprise, tactics 2, tactics, quick aid, heal times 3, quick aid, and control and tactics. Decides how many units can move in given army in one turn, 7 units. Raises attack coordination of all members in area, plus 10% power. Holy hell. Plus 5%. Raises offensive bravery of all members in unit, plus 5 power. Surprise. Defensive cover of woods raises attack effectiveness by 50%. Nash, tactics. Attack coordination of members in area. He has tactics. Rico, quick aid. The 25% of lost HP of all unit members at the beginning of a new turn. Heal all lost HP of all members of one unit in the same area. Let's maybe put you in with Send in here, and let's go Caesar in with Chris. Okay, let's go with that. Alright, the units are ready. Now, what else do we need? Nothing? Then I guess all we can do is wait for them to get here. I just want to drop a safety save first. What is it? Quickly, we don't have much time, you know. Please come again. All right. Are you ready? I don't know. We can even reorganize units if you need. We're ready. All that's left is to do is fight. Depending on you. Stay alive for X turns. Chris's unit is defeated or base area is captured. Guard the entrance area to the village. Try to buy time. That's the plan? Don't sweat it. I thought it through. It's just a village? It hardly seems worth inclusion in the 6 clans. Preparations are complete. Good. Start the raid from the village entrance, and don't stop until you're done. Make sure to finish before dinner time. Planes. planes, 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 planes. Yeah, so like, maybe isn't getting too much. Okay, let's do comparative stuff. Oh, dang. These guys are kind of toughies. Let's try an attack. Nice. How well they fight. All of a sudden, they must have hired mercenaries. Oh, that needs to be in the same area. Let's see how well Frederico can do. Not the best. Yeah, because down went Rico. Let's see how well these two do. Not a whole lot crazier better. Okay, good. Um, how is his unit? It's like that, eh? Hmm. Actually, yeah, I'll place her there. Okay. Good job, Chris unit. Hmm. rather they be able to heal up first. Yeah, let me do that. Oh, Sasra's here. Battle report? Seems they have enlisted quality assistance. It's time to conduct a swift routing of their forces. Do not continue the attack further than is necessary. I trust you understand that. Of course, now they should be along any minute. We'll do like one round of attack and then leave. Hold on, Nash. Magically dodgy boy. Yep, until that. Dang. Ugh. Okay, Fred. You guys can do it. I believe in you. Nice. Not as nice. Yes. Oh, dip. Okay, let's see. Let's do a round. He'll at least go down. Shit. Oh, good dodge. I don't think that luck lasts, though. Oh my god! Wilder, you beast! We aren't going through the front door. I'm looking forward to this. The rear Natcher units will be outflanked. Don't panic. Chief Senate, proceed as planned. Very well. Now, everyone. Where? Smoke? What's that smell? It's... They're just told immediately to get up. Look at that. They're retreating. But why? That was the Lebuc Legionnaire squad on their matchers. The smoke is from a mixture of manure and dry wood, burned together with shibami grass. Matchers detest the smell. Lebuc is never any use. Sir, it's our Hugo unit. Wah! I end the plight of my comrade by sword, loyalty, and strength. Sergeant, let's go! Charge! Braggarts, just because their reinforcements are timely. Sir, shall we regroup and attack in greater numbers? The thought is tempting, but I'd rather go home. Sir? We needn't trouble ourselves. We made our appearance today. Retreating? It's easy to see why. This is not the time to risk anything. Ah, just a victory. Yeah, it seems to have worked all worked out for the best. Yeah, but this isn't the end. They'll be back soon enough. We made it just in time. Timing was so good. I see you must have been waiting in the wings for your big moment. It's more your style, Caesar. You met you somewhere before. Hmm? That hair, those eyes. It was you. You killed him. The child at the village. You took his life. You took my home. Why? What are you doing, Grassland? You don't belong here. This is our village. What do you care what happens to it? Why are you helping us barbarians all of a sudden? Those are the reasons. You children who see the world in black and white will learn soon enough about shades of gray. Out of my way. Hugo, stop. Why protect him, Sergeant? I know how you feel, but this isn't the way. He's right. The battle's not over yet. We can't afford internal discord if there's going to be more. Damn it! Who's that boy? I killed his friend during the Zexan's Knight's attack on the Crime Village. He's still angry. There are plenty of unwanted deaths in war. Even a skilled fighter is likely to have quite a toll. Yes, I know. Can I talk to you for a bit? Of course. Sorry about what happened just now. Hugo is young and doesn't understand. That's alright, he has every reason to hate me. To be honest, I wouldn't mind avenging Lulu myself. Then why not? Did you really kill the Lizard Clan's chief? What do you mean? You know, the chief of... Oh, I get it. Must have just been a rumor. Can't believe everything you hear, I guess. You, from the Duck Clan. Are you done talking? Yes, ma'am. I got what I came for. Chris, can you come to Almakinen with us? Why? The battle continues. We can't leave the village, can we? The other part of our purpose in coming here was to invite you to our own village. Why me? What do you want with me? This is the second to last task I must perform, Chris. Second to last? Yes, you see, I can tell you about your father once we reach my homeland. That would be wonderful. I managed to persuade them, but they'll eventually discover you're the Zexan hero, Chris Lightfellow. In the grasslands, they call you the Ironhead Chief. Still, I can't leave. We'll handle this battle ourselves. Tend to your own business. Journey safely, please. No one will ever forget what you've done to our village. Come now, it wasn't that much. This is fate. Because you were with us, we were able to defend the village. However, we are still destined for more conflict. I wish you well. We will be fine. He is with us, too. That's true. Shall we move on? We will be crossing the force field, and we must not stray. Don't worry, Master Fred. There will be another battle. You're probably right, but I feel there's a great confrontation ahead of us. Is this why we are going with them? That's correct. Really? I don't suppose it's because of Lady Chris. Certainly not. Hugo, shut your mouth and get moving. Don't get too fast, Master Fred. Alrighty. Yep, this is good. Alrighty, almost in the village. I am, though, going to save, and we are going to wrap things up for the night. I still need to get some food for the night. So I shall be saving, and we will be all done then. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you for tuning in as always. Really appreciate you, especially if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Holy crap. You've done what most people rarely do with YouTube videos. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed, following the channel, drop likes on videos as they pop up, and if you have any comments, drop them down there. I am sure to read them. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll check you next time.